I am indeed streaming. Currently. Presently. Hello, everyone. What is going on, my Frost friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome to Divinity Original Sin. Hoofda. Let's see. Now, let's see if I can get the game on here. Let's see if I can get this. Work it properly. Let's say game is not popping up on my screen. I hear you practicing. Do you really? God damn, it's not pulling up. That's weird. Let's see if I can turn on display. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to. Hi Winter, was just about to go to sleep and glad you're feeling better. Have a good stream. Appreciate it, Irma. Tiny Irma, welcome to the chat. Yeah, trying to get my voice back. Easier said than done. What the frick, man? Okay, there we go. Awesome. Greetings, Winatar. How are you on this fine evening? I'm doing alright. Still a little under the weather, but doing better. Getting my voice back. Slowly but surely. There we go. Now I got the game on screen. Slowly but surely getting my voice back. Alright, let's play some Divinity Original Sin. New game. Going to be doing the single player. Alright. Not here to be frickin'. Just gonna go classic mode. Hi Winter, hi Stray! Welcome to the chat. Hope everyone's doing okay. I am doing better than I was this last weekend. I was not doing great. And again, still recovering. I also couldn't find my hat. I can pick their name. Can I pick their... Oh, do I get to pick... Can I change their names? Welcome to character creation screen. Give your heroes a name, change their appearance, and select one of the many classes for them. Okay. We're absolutely going to change the names, because I don't agree with these names. Well, let's see here. What to name you? Good man's name. Abby, what's a good man's name?
Good man's name?
Yes. I'm doing alright and glad to hear you are doing better and hope you get even better. I agree.
Ray?
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 What about Ramon?
Moan?
Yeah, Raymon. Not Ramon. Raymon.
Go for it.
Alright. Raymon. And now I need a good girl's name. What's a good girl's name?
Raylin.
Tempting.
You got Raymond? No, Raymone. And
We got
Raylin.
Raymon. But Raylin... Thinking he'd have a friend named like Sheila. Or Shira. I helped Stray make a
Kira.
Goliath tank and everything.
Kira.
Kira?
Kira.
Spell it for me.
K-I-R-A. Kira.
Kira. Good call, good call. I helped Stray make a Goliath tank, and we have been getting closer and closer with Mora. Nice!
She gonna be a ranger?
I think she's going to be a ranger. I'm going to take a look at the Inquisitor. Not bad. A knight. Ooh. Specialize in war tactics. Knights are trained not only to fight, but to rally troops. Not bad. Now we don't need 2 rangers. Rogue would be pretty cool, but I rather not.
Shadowblade.
Powerful assassin whose arsenal of both daggers and magic would terrify an enemy. Not bad. A wayfarer, survivalist, a practitioner of magic. Not bad. A witch. A wizard. A battle mage.
I hate to say it, the witch kind of reminds me of the witch class in King's Avatar.
Kinda, yeah. Better say cleric. I always do love a cleric. Enchanter, not bad. But we need something that's a little bit balanced. Fighter wouldn't be bad, but I think I'm gonna go knight. Cure wounds, encourage. Battering ram. First aid, and we need a ranger, or we need somebody with ranged combat, so yeah, ranger. Can I customize? Can I change this? Can I change it? Oh, these are the starting skills, so I don't get to pick that. Alright, boys, golden touch. Oh my gosh, look at that Mario mustache. Oh. Let's see. Now we're gonna go with that Mario mustache. I like that Mario mustache. Oh my god. Oh, the temptation is so strong. Winter! What? Look at that hair, babe.
Oh my god!
I got the job. That's awesome, Tiny. I'm happy for you, dude. Bowl cut. Ooh. That journey around. Not bad. Oh, and it's braided too. Nice.
I like the hair.
Let's take a look at the other hair.
I like the hair.
Sora.
Ugh.
Kingdom Hearts is light. Yeah. God, the temptation is so strong. I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna let him have the braided mohawk. That's cool. I do like that. Can I change his hair? I like the Raven's wing. That's a good color for him. A good purple. Jeez, he looks like Armstrong from frickin' Full Metal Alchemist. Oh no, that's not a bad thing. It's cool. My goodness, do the afro. Tempting. So tempting. But I'm gonna keep it as there we go. Alright, now we're gonna change up Kira a bit. I'm gonna keep all that. All that's good.
Jeez. I organized her toy bin.
Nice.
I'm gonna show you.
I can see it. It's nice and organized. Alright, let's go ahead and start off by touching. I could Wonder Woman the heck out of this.
Hey, I found your hat.
Did you? Can I have my hat? Yay! Oh, there we go, guys.
See? What happens when you stream?
Ah, I feel so much better with my hat on.
Find your stuff.
Why do you mean like the 16 million times I've cleaned this room for it to get trashed? Go ahead and just keep the classic. But hair. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice, like a nice Black Widow kind of hair. I mean, Black Widow's hair would be a bit shorter, but I like that. Oh, let's just take a quick look.
Whoops.
Give her the afro. Whew. No. Not bad. Nah. No. No, I don't want her to look like the Wendy's girl. No. Not bad. I like that hair. This one. Like a bit
I'm blind. I need to go see my doctor.
I say a bit short.
Was there a fishtail braid?
Not really. Wintercasice.
I thought something that looked like a fishtail braid.
Hold on.
No.
Not bad.
No. Hmm.
Not bad. I do like that. The princess. Luke, you're our only hope. Wendy's girl.
Never mind.
I like this hair.
Looks good.
Well, let's take a look at hair color though. Autumn wine.
Ooh, that's it.
Henna red. Raven's wing.
If I had to pick, I like the first one.
The autumn wine.
Uh-huh.
That's nice.
Unless you don't.
Hair color is spiced ale. I know. The names of some of these things. I think just a classic is fine. Alright, this is our duo. Raymone. Well, sorry, Raymone and Kira. A knight and a ranger. Fitting. Alright. Are you sure you're done with these characters? Yes. Let's get into this world.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness
Hold on, are you
invaded the
playing a
land,
game or reading
and
a book?
Source was forever
Both.
tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them.
Nice,
A
nice.
few brave source hunters are all that stand
Hey,
between
I
Riverlong
like creamer.
and the dark power that
You guys will have to let me know if it's too quiet or anything like that.
Hunters follow.
Starting on a ship. Classic.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Them gulls means we're close to shore.
Oh my gosh, we're in salt marsh.
There, Master Source Hunters.
Huh?
We're in the salt marsh.
Hungry enough for blood, but you're
Not really.
supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the counselor in. Source in a city like Sicile. Nowhere
Sicile.
safe anymore.
Alright, hang on. I'm
Here
gonna
they are,
use
Captain Sir.
right here. I'm gonna go find
God's
the box.
blessings.
Sounds good.
Hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicile. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully.
It's a bit quiet, but I'm having a hard time paying attention to anything. That's fair.
Ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as
I'll
close
turn it
as
up in a bit.
we can and drop you off at the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you.
Fair enough.
May the luck of the gods be with you both, sorcerer.
Wondering if I get to pick like which one I'm playing. It's gonna take some button learning. Enhanced edition. Of course I got the enhanced edition. Need to be able to use all the various different things that came with the game. Ralph is in a good bit in trouble with me more in karma. I'm aware. And believe me, that's going to be a conversation that me and Ralph are going to have. Hold on. Options. Master's up. Okay.
Yeah, chicken, chicken, chicken.
There we go. Just gonna make sure full screen. Yep.
Well, you shouldn't be on this.
Lighting, texture, all that. Yep, that's all good.
You should be on this.
Okay. Doesn't give me the option for. Hold and press the middle mouse button while dragging. Rotate the camera. Noted. The camera stopped following your party. You can look around freely using the arrow keys. To recenter your party, press home or left mouse click on the portrait. Oh gosh. Okay. This is how this is gonna be oofed. That's good. Oh, yellow was good now. Okay, cool. Good. Anything worth exploring while we're here? Not that I'm seeing, so. Guys, it's a crate here. Got gold. Hide access inventory.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
True. Okay, it looks like there's 2 paths to go. Let's go down this path. I'm curious. Oh, I can't lower the map. Ugh. Okay, so we're missing a little chunk of area because we're going around. I'd rather us not go around. Okay, so let's go ahead and walk over here. We gotta take that fish. Well, told Carmen to kill the character several times. Carmen complied while freaked out and threw a fit. Yeah, I'm aware. Like I said, that's a conversation me and Ralph are gonna have. Believe me, Ralph's not gonna get off without even a conversation. Because God knows that's not the kind of person I am.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Yes. Traveler's Journal. To read books or notes, open the inventory and interact with the object. Magic scroll. Just step on the person's body. Let's take a look. The Order of the Source Hunters, a brief history. Right. Or the Source Hunter's brief history. When the Source was tainted so many centuries ago, the sorcerers who had been brought here, great thieves, the wise order rules. Recognize the Source. Alright. I'm not going to do a ton of reading today, just because of the fact my throat is still kind of meh. But I'm still going to read certain things. June 21. Rejoice, the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly, so before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down at the beach. This should be a small feat for the man that can fly. If this experiment is a success, the sun shall be my next target. Okay, so our person's incredibly stupid.
This. The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things.
Well, great deeds require an occasional leap of faith. I myself might not have done the same.
Well, great deeds require the occasional leap of faith. I myself might have done the same.
Sure enough, history is made by those willing to risk it all. And end up a stiff tangle of limbs on a forgotten beach. I prefer a measured step to a flailing leap, thanks.
And end up a stiff tangle of limbs on a forgotten beach. I prefer a measured step to a flailing leap, thanks.
Some dialogue require you to voice your opinion. This opinion gives you a trait, which can result in a stat or an ability bonus. Over time, your traits can change. Okay, good to know. Does not appear to be anything I can do here. So, well, looks like we gotta keep moving. But yeah, no guys, don't worry. Me and Walf are at least going to have a conversation about what happened, because it's not cool to treat people like that, and if you make other people uncomfortable, it makes everyone uncomfortable. And I, for one, will not stand by with bullying. Oh gosh.
How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Connie.
Okay.
Arise, fair dead. Seize upon our enemies.
Okay, combat in Divinity Original Sin is played in rounds. Everything you can do in action costs action points. Okay, cool. So we're looking at agree. Better say it. Alright, cool. The order of the portraits from left to right determines in what order. Oh, cool! Okay, I'm down with this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, Ricochet. Costs 4 points. How many points do I get? I have a total of 16 points. Yes. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and do some Ricochet.
Direct hit, and hit, and hit!
Okay. Next up. This would be... So hit again would cost another... Alright.
This is the end for you!
You don't have enough action points to perform that action. End your turn. Okay. Okay, I don't have enough points to... Alright, good enough. Cool.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
This is cool. I like this.
Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
Our orders say to report to our contact in Cecile, not to waste precious time outside city walls. We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what some of the answers might
We
reveal.
can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb, see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed, for all we know, these dark-dealing
We need to
thieves
think about
may
leaving
be
the
involved
campaign.
with Councillor Jake's murder.
Well, me and you need to have a conversation. Braham, like, what's going on? And alright, hold on. Before we continue, I need to blow my nose. Yeah. Apologies. Ugh. Still getting over this. Alright, anything here? Small bracers. Nothing that looks like it's worth anything. Okay. Also, Tiny neglected to mention the fact that while yes, I asked Carmen to kill her several times, no, specifically because I wanted her targeted. The only, not only did I have high AC, all damage went to Ogi. Fair enough, well, but at the same time, like, that's something best talked about off stream rather off session, not during a session. Also, Matt, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the chat. It's locked. Attack it. Rope. Anything else? Fighting knife. Useful. Nothing in the base.
This seems to be broken.
Here's a fuse. The frick did I walk in on? So by her being targeted, it helped the party. The one time he did target her, it was the CR-25 creature. Like a one-shot our tank with no issue. Which again, fair. But not a in-session... like, not an in-session argument, you know? So I had the right to be pissed, especially when he spoiled my backup character's entire concept. See, that's not cool. Let's see here. Smoke screen. Ooh! It is about the new game. Yes! About to say, Matt, I am actually recovering from being sick. About to say, I am going to be recording the game very soon. I just, unfortunately, I just didn't want to record it when I was sounding like this and trying to even talk. That's why I haven't been posting any videos. But how you doing, Matt? Seriously. Ooh, leather scraps. Might be able to do something with that. Okay, I cannot get to the other side of this. Weird. Also, a CR-25 against level 6. We were both in the wrong there. I'm aware of that, and I'm not returning to that campaign, which is fair. But I say that, well, this is why I wanted us to have a conversation. I wasn't going to outright accuse you of anything. If you were bullying, then I'd have a problem. But I wanted to have a conversation with you. Never let someone else tell you what happened. Always ask questions. Access the optional tutorials area by entering the dungeon behind you. What the... Interesting. Let's walk over here real fast. I'm doing fine. I saw you were kind of sick those weeks ago. I hope you're getting better. I am recovering. I was what Abby and I think I had was a combination of a sinus infection, and I picked up. And whatever the girls had, something they didn't know though, and I'm not blaming them, but I'm not blaming it. But I've been recently having symptoms of psychosis. They've been fucking with how I'm playing games. Makes sense. Same time.
Look! A wanderer.
Call me Ishmael.
Walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer.
Who are you, Sir Shell? But I'm doing better, man, and I appreciate you asking. Not even recently. It's been going on for a while, and I've ignored it. Might be something you need to talk about, Wealth.
For me, Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast among these wretches.
It's a pun, and I love it.
An exiled shell.
But how's life going or treating you, Matt? I know I've been sick and everything, but how have you been doing?
Tender water.
Okay, so and just in case anyone doesn't get this joke, so in the first chapter of Moby Dick, it literally the first line is "Call me Ishmael," but this character's name is Ismael. I love it, Abby. It's Ishmael. Ishmael. It's a really bad pun, and I approve. Everyone needs to know about this pun. It's so bad. Hopefully, Miss Jeffy can help with that. You should tell her. But I'd say, or a psychologist. A psychologist would help. It seems strange that you talk. You say that you are doomed?
My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean?
Okay.
Of course they could hear her, the rats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for.
Daddy Winter, how's the kids? Moscadog, welcome to the chat. And also, the kids are doing good. They're actually doing a lot better than they've been. She's been helping, thankfully. She fits really well with you. Fook! What are you fooking about? It seems strange that you could talk.
Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise.
I've been working on my games. Psychologically tired, depending on the day. But right now, I'm fine. Thinking seriously about taking a time away from Discord. Honestly, I miss talking with you guys a lot. Honestly, Matt, like, wouldn't mind kind of having just catching up and everything. It has been some time. Winter. Psychologists cost money. I am aware. Also, Matt, I would not blame you for wanting to step away from Discord for a bit, because you can bet you all are in a very special place in my heart. Gotta say, miss you, Matt. I miss you so much, buddy. That's good. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Just recovering from being ill. Abby's my oh no! Oh my God!
What?
Ralph's girlfriend. Her name is Abby. This is gonna get so confusing.
No.
But I'm doing all right. I'm recovered, but I missed you so much, Matt. Has been some time, my dude. It has been some time. And also, same with you, Moscadog. How have you been? It has been some time, dude. Hello, man in the background. Oh, that's M.
Oh, am I in the camera?
Yeah, you're in the camera. You want to say hi?
If you were laying down, you would.
This is the person that lived in the apartment for about a month.
Yeah.
Let us say friend for many years. High five.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let us say you don't really seem to remember your past very fondly.
Time is an indulgent mistress. To one who spends happy hours as she
Brick Toaster? No, the Briggs isn't here. Good. How did you hear that? I realized the first time you said her name. Just didn't point it out. Yeah.
I remember ancient times. I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas.
Wow. Mean Welf. Mean. So it's the seas and Bryce you long for.
Yes,
Achievement unlocked, Shell Shock. I mean, accurate?
Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives peace. And treasure long sunk, I will grant thee.
I shall decide what to do with you.
What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward. Then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's swim to the sea. King of Pearls, you say? Sounds lucrative.
Kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind.
Better to be kind and everything.
Bless me the minds
Maybe you
of
could
your
play Black Ops 4 with us sometime. Ooh, that'd be fun. Fun fact, I had a friend who was a guy who had the last name Abby. Last name Abby? I've never met someone with the last name Abby.
The sea, I have returned. Where every wave feels like a perfect kiss. May the mountains deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Woo! Mermaid's Kiss, water resistant, extra HP. Extra, oh my gosh, extra AP. And gold. Heck yeah, thank you. I feel like I made the right choice there. Since 2018 to 2021, I moved to another state. Just finished school this year, met new people, and got a full-time job that pays me a decent amount of cash. Just need the game, ha ha ha. I'll send it your. Matt, if you're down, I'll send it your way. It has been some time since we've got to play a game together. Yeah, want to be more active. Hell yeah, Matt. About to say, I would love to see you. I would love to see you around. It's been a while since we've actually had a catch-up conversation. Let's do some water resistance. That'd be nice. That's necklaces. Right. There we go. Got some water resistance and got some extra AP, so I can do more than just a simple attack. Boop. All right. Oh, looks good. I basically have every campaign except yours, and I may or may not have deleted Jarvis's sheet in the fit of BS. That's okay, well. Worst comes to worst, we have a conversation. The first name was Rudy, so I gave him the nickname Rude Abs. He actually likes the name. Nice. Nothing wrong with a good nickname. Got a shell. Got a shell. You know what game I needed? I still need to play. What is the name of that heist game? Payday. Payday 2. Got a job one Friday in a month, and $35 each job I do. Nice. $35 goes a long way. Just finished paying it out this month. Nice. All right. So should we investigate this portal? Check these crates. Nothing. A smoke grenade. I don't know what this waste shrine does. I'm a little nervous to just, you know, go into a portal. Yes, I'm actually downloading Payday 2 right now on my own. Nice! I didn't get hired at the thrift store I applied to. Apparently old ladies are better workers. Yeah. From my experience with thrift shops, they do like hiring older folk.
Get here before I sober up.
What the? Ghosts? Okay. Guys, there's ghosts! Just give me a date to play and we sure will. Hell yeah! But I don't have money. We'll see what we can do about that, Tiny. Steam cloud arrow. Nice. Hello, ghosts. Oh, okay, you're not ghosts.
I'll be damned if it doesn't get you more. Come on, cut it out. Better be dead drunk than like dead, won't you?
Okay. Let's try walking around them. Okay. Nothing down here from what I see. I've not played games much the last couple months. Played Minecraft the past couple of nights because I had nothing better to do. It's been a while. Winter opens the box, finds a nuke. Yeah! About to say, I have not been playing as many games recently as well, and it makes me sad. About to say, also, I work as a programmer, so let's say that my time as a hobby game dev actually helped me get a real thing. It's weird the fact that I knew Winter when I was a teenager, and I'm literally an adult now. I first met Casey, 2017, 2018, roughly around that time, yeah. That was back when, like, I was finding your videos, finding your games over on, Game Jolts. I've come a long way, Matt. I've come a long way. Anything over here? Nope. This is the path. Okay, so now we gotta go talk to those drunk people. Let's go have a conversation with the drunkards. Eh. Shall we have a conversation?
Hold it right there, orc scum. No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
It's March. Winter, don't think I'm gonna go to college. I think I'm gonna stay out and help more. I mean, you know, that's up to you. I've only known Winter a bit less time than you, Matt. I was literally 14 when I knew him, and now I'm 18. Hey guys. What can I say? I mean, I started the channel when I was 22. I'm 26.
Calm down, Juniors. Does it look like one of them orcs to me? Not a single horn in sight, you know. Just hold your tongue with you, babyers. Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
Who are you?
We're Legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, but they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We of the Legion, liberators of Riverlon.
Winter, you raised us. I wouldn't say I raised you. Oh, so what's up? What's up, David? Welcome to the chat. How you doing?
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum? Shh! Just pipe down, will you, babyers?
So you're liberators, you say?
Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Casey is my American cousin I never met IRL. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that. I think the first video game I played was Ratchet and Clank going commando. About to say Ratchet and Clank. Nice.
Best way to calm a white
Super Mario
is to knit
2.
it. Ha! Spay for pay. Legion's motto.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Benniers?
Seems you've been enjoying a drink or two.
Ever cat the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah!
We're here on Source Hunter's business.
So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage.
How to say? Also, I'm planning on going to the U.S. soon. So let's just say someday this could someday be something. Hey, man. Hey, man. I would love to meet up sometime. But I say we've talked for quite some time, and I mean, it would just be good to catch up at some point. Sister lives there. Nice. Boston. I don't know if it's that far. Boston's the East Coast. That would take. Oh gosh, I'd actually think I'd have to fly there. Whew. Maybe someday. Stay away from Texas, it's mine. But I'd say I'd still make that trip. Plus Boston's on my list. Someday, Matt. Someday.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out.
I will
of you
consider it deeply.
one way or another.
Depending on how things are going at the time. Sound good? Alright, Boston a little far from winter. I'd make the climb. I'm chilling. Made a bad decision. I'm going back to Amazon again to save up money until December so I don't have to work in next semester and keep all of my focus in school. Fair enough. I'm popping a chat. Got school. See ya, Welf. Get some sleep, dude. Tell your teacher I said sup. The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going on around here.
Indeed. But it makes sense, David, and I can't blame you on that one. We all make some mistakes, and I'm aware.
Captain, come along. We're not far from the city.
Alright. Doesn't appear to be anything over here, so... Some bluegill mushrooms. Okay, nothing there. Let's go take a look at this town. It's in... well, it could have been something else. I don't remember most of my past... Because I take meds for my autism, so I had lots of medicine changes throughout my life, and it makes my past all fussy. I understand, man. As someone who lives in Texas, I hate it here. Please get me out of here. As a person who grew up in Minnesota and North Dakota, I love it here, and I do not wish to leave.
Back to hell with you, beast!
But I say, it is incredible the fact that I have a different name I can use in each part of the world. In Brazil and Latin countries, people call me Matthias. And in the U.S. and region, they call me Matthew. And in Asia, it's Matsura. Nice. Trade places with me, David. I gotta see my boyfriend. Say less, Tiny. Meow. Die.
What the hell's happening down there? Orcs! Bloody orcs! Come, let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle their big brutes.
Great. Yes. I mean, I'll take the equipment. Oh boy. Well, guys. I'm out of range. Oofta. Oh no! Oh god! Guys, you got this! Oh boy. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into this fight. I don't know if that's in range. My last name is Ponce. Nice. Custom maybe. Get fuck. Good job. Yes. Can't see the target. Crap. Whoa! How the frick? Die! Ow!
Eternal silence awaits you.
There we go. Nice. PJ, glad you're feeling better, Winter. I appreciate that. Thank you. Think I'm gonna sleep. I'm super tired. Not a problem, Tiny. I hope you have yourself a wonderful night.
Had a human commander. How very curious and disquieting.
Gotta say. Also, Casey, have you ever played the Ninja Gaiden on NES? I actually managed to beat it. Ninja Gaiden is one of those games I was warned about being difficult. I own a few.
Far before his time. Does anybody else smell smoke?
Ouch, 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 ouch. Where did that? Thank you. But yeah, I am aware of the Ninja Gaiden games, and I am aware that they are difficult.
Hi! The Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Sicil, comrade. And good luck.
Tell me what happened here.
It's these orcs. Now that they have bees in their bonnets about God only knows, we need every hand we can get. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbor to the west of here.
Fireball? How are the sailors making it out?
They may need help. I'd go myself, but we legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. Never know when another one of these little raiders might sidle up the beach.
Okay, why was the human fighting alongside those orcs?
Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs. It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicily?
It's not just difficult, but the NES game is well known for being unfair. Oh, I believe it I believe it full-heartedly because of the fact that Ninja Gaiden, like, the mechanics are good. Like, it is definitely a fun game, but it is hard. And some of the Ninja Gaiden games are like just not great. If you die on the final boss, let's just say you're fucked because you go to the back to the beginning of the last level, and it's so long. Been there, man. Been there. At least it's not Ghosts and Goblins. Oh, God. Never play Ghosts and Goblins.
I'm a proud legionnaire and always will be. But I thought we'd be doing more slashing and less dying when we landed in Sicily.
I will take my lead. Raymond will take his leave.
Taken before his time. Far before his time.
Taken before his time. Far before his time.
Alright. That was all that they had on this ship. Nothing else on this battlefield, so looks like just going into town. Ghosts and Goblins, you have to beat it twice. I know how painful it is. Tell me how. I tried playing it. It's hard. It's punishing. But I had a dream once where I was teleported to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Great game series. And I was turned into a Sylveon, got into a relationship with a female Sylveon. Then I woke up and it was weird. Been there. I rolled an @1 on a con save. Yay, bedtime. Woo! Never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon before. Great games. Great games. Hello?
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel.
Winter, did you ever play the Ghostbusters movie video game? No, but I have it. Hello?
Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived.
Not being unfair, but you gotta be a skilled player. Yes, for sure. Retro games intrigue me. The Kane game have some retro difficulty into it. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Like, it was about just getting, you gotta get good, you gotta understand the game as well as possible, understand the mechanics so you can actually handle the difficulty. Games didn't hold your hands back then.
You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
I was summoned here by a cat. Well, this is obviously a wizard of some kind. Cat.
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold!
I am beholding. Play it. I want to watch you do it. I love that game. Tiny, I promise I will play it. I have a decent list though. So just, you're gonna have to be patient with me. But I will play it.
There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter.
Nice.
Haha! No need to look so flabbergasted.
But I love being flabbergasted.
I may be a wizard rife with
Just got off work. The fuck is this? This is Divinity Original Sin.
Plea is an earnest one.
I think it was before I fell asleep reading a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fan comic that I had. Nice. Well, it's midnight here, and I gotta wake up soon tomorrow. Good night, y'all. Good night, Matt. Yeah, good night, dear. Thank you so much. As I say, Frosty, my friend, we'll have to catch up soon. I beat it on the hardest difficulty. Nice. But yeah, Cameron, this is basically I play as a group of source hunters.
So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder.
Yes, please tell me more about the murder.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
All right. A counselor has been murdered, so I assume there are some suspects.
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank, I have my doubts.
No.
She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
Where can I find the scene of the crime?
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
Okay. Something else I'd like to discuss. May I introduce you that the orcs we took care of were led by a human.
A human, you say? Truly?
Yes. Yes.
But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays.
Indeed.
I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
Indeed. What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead?
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years, the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed.
Interesting.
The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now.
All right.
Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane.
Makes sense. It'd be difficult. It's like finding a specific needle in a needle stack. From what I've seen and heard, this isn't the first time you've had problems with marauding orcs.
Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct.
Excuse me.
The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating.
Indeed.
We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
Could you tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours?
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise?
I mean...
Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate.
Interesting.
To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill.
I imagine that's what it's like to be a cat.
But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of 2 worlds.
That's fair.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil.
Noted.
And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
All right.
Sorcery, sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Arhu mentioned?
Probably be the best choice to start. So we need to head to the... So we need to head to this, like, main area. That's the warehouse. There's the docks. Okay, so the waypoint shrine.
Shiver me timbers, it's living in the hills.
So that's the south gate. More docks.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Well, hello there. Hey there, little baby. How's it going? Going good? You being goofy?
Taking her medicine.
Taking your medicine. Ah!
Don't mind the baby in the side cam, guys. She's harmless. Alright. Up we go. Oh. Interesting. That is going to take a bit to figure out how to get there. For now. Apparently, we're now in an important area. Let's consult our local board. Okay, Westgate Morgue, Cecil Center, Barracks. Okay, so this way is the main area. Oh, okay, there's the crime scene. But I need to... Before I can go check out the crime scene, I have to go talk to...
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear!
Tell me about
My
yourself.
story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know.
Are you in the habit of stealing?
I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal.
This is going to be interesting.
So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
They're flamingos.
This batch is only hours from the sea.
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man should learn to stand on his own 2
Yes,
feet.
you know what they say about giving a man a fish?
Indeed.
This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly. Fed a hungry man, you know.
Tomatoes.
I'm curious who I can all get on my crew. Because I assume I'd have to go through the entire game with just 2 players.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Okay, so I need to find...
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
This way.
A source hunter will always receive a warm welcome at the town hall of Sicil. I'm sure Mayor Cecil is looking forward to making your acquaintance.
Took me to leave. Okay, so this is town hall.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer.
I hope this is who I need to talk to.
Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you.
Yes, tell me more about yourself.
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself.
Yes.
I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
Tell me about the issues in Sicil.
What? Oh, you mean Sicil? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jacon by source magic no less weren't enough.
Oh, chat is slow. Sorry for being slow as well. No, it's okay. Today was going to be kind of a chill day anyways, because I also am still kind of trying to recover. So it's all good.
The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches.
How do I say? Actually, I need to quickly grab my charger. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back. Cool indeed. Yeah, that's the other reason why I'm playing this game instead of playing one of my normal games, is because I'm currently trying to recover a bit. Got paid like 45 minutes ago, and I already ordered food. Been there more than my fair share of times. Alright.
That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil.
Hold on, wait. Perfect. I love this stand.
And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought.
Yeah.
A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
Alright. Let's talk. What's this about a staff of Pergamon?
What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon?
Yes.
Yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official.
Okay.
Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Alright. So what do you know about the staff
The
itself?
staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Fair. Well, talk about them. Tell me about the merchant.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind.
About Jake's murder.
Jake? Murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob.
Fair.
As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
True. Tell me about this Duke of Ferrol.
An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
Tell me more about the undead in Sicil.
What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
Alright. And can you tell me more about Rivellon's sex?
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. Ah, you see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, well, Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
That's awesome. I love it. Can you tell me more about your library?
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Sure, sounds interesting.
Marvelous. Follow me then. What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago.
Interesting.
It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Okay.
Have to pay yet another fine.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia de Omnes Autem Mali Daemonis Quam. What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings?
Okay.
By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil.
Okay.
Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed.
Indeed.
No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
Why would you want to join forces?
Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy.
Alright.
Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since.
Interesting.
This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you, the might of the magician's mastermind. On one condition, that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
I don't like to make promises I may not be able to keep, so I must decline your offer.
Through armor? I concur. Some temptations just cannot be resisted.
Oh, simple souls.
Hasn't she?
Not saying no, but I just don't know how many people I could have on my team at a time, and I don't want to accident.
Volume 1, Volume 2. In the name of Amon-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal. Be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine.
Who are you, madame?
I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it?
Indeed.
When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea.
Alright.
The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amon-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride.
May I take books from the library?
Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hold is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
I will take my leave.
The lesser key of Sarakandras. What nonsense.
Volume 1,
Is there no new
Volume
book
2.
to be discovered in this
Where's
library?
the third one gone? Shut.
The Source Hunter. Have you come to your senses? Why? Simply because you hunt Source. No, this is a sentiment on one condition.
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Apologies, cat.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery, into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, Blood and triumph.
Split the party by dragging their portraits away from one another, breaking the chain that connects them. Create groups in your party by dragging these portraits to one another. Fair enough. All right. Well, guys, we now have 3 members of our team. All right. I don't believe there's anyone here we need to talk to. Is there someone else we needed to talk to? Where's the quests? Oh, I can put a point into something. Ability shape what a character can do and how well it performs. In order to level up an ability, spend the number of ability points equal to the ability's next level. Alright.
Made a big change on your rope with a wheel of the good stuff.
Might save my point for right now. Talents determine a character's unique features. Select talents.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Okay. Fair enough. Boost up her dexterity. Oh, adorable baby. Let's see. Anything I want to boost up with her. Boost up her bow.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Improves your armor. Armor special increases your armor rating, decreases your heavy armor movement penalty. Improves your saving throw against knockdown, burning, frozen. Shield specialist. Willpower improves your saving throws against feared, mute, charmed, stunned, cursed, slowed, petrified, decaying, touch, mark of death, remorse, check of pain.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
That's for marksman. Interesting.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Treasure. Charisma increases your definitely use a boost to her charisma. Good with crafting. Let's go ahead and just boost charisma. Can't go wrong with a little bit of charisma.
Spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Let's see. Carrot, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Good day. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies I seals ever seen.
Her as well. Oh, I do.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls
selling.
to entussle you.
Nothing to boost with him yet. But anyways, quests. Esmeralda's there. Crime scene is there. Okay, we need to head to Arius' office.
Potions to bemuscle
More Legionnaires. We need to talk to Aaron.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
No, I told her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life. Again!
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Okay.
Easy, Toe. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
A curious situation you got here. Is the woman in the cage under arrest?
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal.
Sorry for poofing again. No, it's all good.
We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Interesting.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another Legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And what will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Perhaps it'd be worth taking the stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we're,
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy, if we can trust her to watch our backs.
That's a mighty big if. We can't have one of our team wandering off into the wilds when we need her to be watching our backs.
Can't say I'm surprised. You wouldn't want an untamed thing like that sleeping next to you at night. Now it's for us to decide what to do with her, of course.
If I've got my say, we'll take her into the woods and put her down.
Really? I'll hold off on recruiting another person just yet. I'm curious, though. But we already have an archer.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I told her off you before she could do any real
Sorry, sir.
damage.
Okay.
You think that's
You look back at
Come on with the dramatics.
I thought you were talking to me, so I was.
Face furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it, and the beast is rotted.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
No promises. Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. He just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town. Not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter.
He's here to do my job.
Investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
Noted.
The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
In regard to Jake's wife's Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past.
Wow. Haven't been here more than a couple hours. Yeah, I'm already being freaking harassed by the Legion.
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
I'd like to ask some more additional questions.
If you must.
So your main problem is the undead.
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of our who's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
How are you enjoying Saiso?
How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter?
Maybe.
Are you?
I don't know.
Saisil stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses.
Fair.
I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Saisil.
What, in your opinion, are the orcs doing on the beach?
I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion.
Arhu tells me he suspects that a sect might be at work in around Saiso.
Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcery. You'll be seeing flying carpets next.
I mean, those do exist. Tell me about the Legion.
We are the pride of Riverlon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
All right. I'll take my leave. All right.
I think that was an inside.
Don't pay attention to the beast furious. You'll only encourage it.
Because that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Have some pity.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you? Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
You there! Sit! Stay a while. Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience.
Tell me about yourself.
Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act.
All right.
When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition.
Tell me about the competition between you and Reginald.
It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw.
Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief.
I'll take my leave. It's interesting, though. You got something to say?
Who are you supposed to be?
Where did I find materials
Don't
from?
you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that beast of a librarian could rustle something up.
Hey, be nice to the librarian. She's awesome.
Take it up with Katerina. She's the master of this pig circus after all.
Fantastic.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! Ha!
Tricks of the kids! This here is the greatest illusion!
Zombie ate your dog? Orc sunk your ship? No matter! You're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Won't you take a seat and let our esteemed entertainers whisk you off to a better place?
I mean, no, I'm good, but tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm Katerina the Fair, fairest first lady of the fair, of course. I do love making the acquaintance of my patrons, and who knows which of them might become one of my performers.
Fair, fair.
I've an open staging want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the audience.
An open stage, you say? And what if I were interested in putting on a performance?
Theatre's fever has overcome you, has it? Marvelous! I do love a fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material.
Fair enough. I keep getting sidetracked too easily. That's okay.
Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a source hunters take on one of the old standards.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known... Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicil. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale.
Can I wonder, gonna lurk until I fall asleep? Sounds good, David. Do you get some sleep, man?
You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Oh, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
If you're ready, I'm going to pick you up now. You won't mind a little rat in my pocket, will you?
It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Hey, stop that! You there! Take a seat! Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head.
Interesting. Tell me about yourself.
I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andover. This fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Sicil as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain.
Let's discuss your talking head.
I think you've gotten quite familiar enough by now, thanks. Keep your paws in your pockets, if you please. Hard times, Lord Pinchpenny?
Fantastic!
Ah, yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before I was brought in. I'm sure the hack simply bored his audience to tears until they cried for a replacement. Enter Reginald the Illusionist. We need our boys in red happy, relaxed, and ready to fight. Not wasting their energies cringing at a fool with a depressed rabbit in a borrowed hat.
My word!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. What do you call a source hunter who finds a way to draw a crowd away from where he or she would like to perform a clandestine operation? A resourceful hunter. Come now, it can't be that hard to find something to draw off the attention of this bleating herd.
True, true.
Patience, patience. Once we reach Reginald's cellar, I'll reveal every last sordid detail. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything. Today, I think...
Fantastic!
The great Sigurd
My
and his
word.
rainbow of warnings. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot,
Fantastic.
who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour.
Fantastic!
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Today, I think, a king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew
Fantastic!
Bravo,
bravo!
That the king had a great
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long.
I say the same show all day. That seems a bit much.
Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
He's bribing people.
This here is the greatest illusion in Andoril. My word. You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right off deck.
By the seven, what a tale!
Interesting.
Today, I think, a king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. Who knew Elba, who
My
knew
word.
Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. Today, I think, a king.
Wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Let's see here.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Well, let's start off with, who are you?
I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only princess just the same.
Fair enough. Let's discuss your husband's murder.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Could you tell me more about this place?
Well, what do you want to know?
Tell me about Sisal.
Since the beginning, this has been a particularly favoured region of Rivellon. Even before there was a major settlement here, these cliffs were a special holy site for the ancient pagans. It's hard to believe our great city is so easily crumbled.
And let's talk about the undead.
They came out of nowhere. Must have been, 2 years ago now? The very heart of winter. I smelt them before I saw them in the night. Torchlight reflected in their eyes like it does in predators. But these were no wolves. These were our ancestors, come to devour their offspring.
Oofda. I'll take their offspring. I'll take my leave.
She seems to be quite
adamant
about her
that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs.
If we want to
I
prove she
can't bear
actually
to
did
imagine
the
something would
deed.
happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, lady. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me.
Alright, hold on. Next destination.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Time to investigate a crime
Quiet
scene.
day on the market, it seems.
News about the orcs?
Actually,
Not as near as I can tell.
Join
now that I think about it.
Got an eye for farm potatoes.
Now that I think about it. Give my guys a little bit of time. I want that person.
Sorry, sir.
Get to shining recruits.
You don't think it's infected, do
Sorry,
you?
sir.
Ice blue eyes, narrow beneath a heavy brow streaked with sweat and dust. Her hands tense into claws, held at the ready.
I mean, you no harm, stranger. I only wonder who you are.
Her brow knits together, but something in her pose relaxes. She clears her throat.
I am Bear Daughter.
I have not come here to find trouble with the Screech woman. She only startled me. And you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of your order. Your history is long and honorable.
How did you end up in this cage?
This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent Screech woman on purpose. But soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for dogs. Mother would rip the fur from her chest if she could see how they keep me.
Say, Source Hunter, do you reckon the vendor's got any rather large, burlap sacks lying about? And where's the nearest river anyhow?
A curious situation you have here with this woman in
She
the
may
cage.
have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no. We got reports. I tapped her on the.
Bit Tullier, right?
Enjoy it while you can, Ver.
Well, that's to be decided.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking the stranger under our wing.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy, if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fearless hunter would be quite useful for our investigation.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Cull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
It's fine.
Sorry, sir. You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
A child of the bears? What does that mean exactly?
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it? The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
Okay then. I meant that I would be responsible for you. I will keep you out of trouble.
In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Ask freely, my friend.
So were you raised by bears in the wild?
Your city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home Forest, your strength and speed determine your fate. Here, a tiny Screech woman, no swifter than a mudworm, might confine you into a tiny cage, and one must wait for a kind stranger to grant freedom.
How did you come to learn to speak?
Jarrett, wise Jarrett, taught me the bird songs of our people. If not for him, I would never have learned more than the beasts could teach me.
Okay then.
A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to know. I am both beast and human, and so I must do both.
You seem to know quite a lot of history for the daughter of a bear. How's this possible?
I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure.
Interesting.
The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We know not to approach the wasp's nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next.
All right.
We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten. But the lesson will not.
Fair.
It is different between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways.
Tell me more about Jareth.
He came to me when I was small. A fierce, wild one, yet unaware of the difference between the other cubs and herself.
All right.
He called to me in a soft song. At first I thought him a great bird. We each reached out to the other. We found each other.
All right.
Jarrett visited me often, and in time I learned his songs and more. When he built a small cabin within Home Forest, I hunted his food and fetched his water by day while he studied his books and his magics. By night, by the fire, he'd tell me tales of the world of people.
Fair.
Jarrett is my master and my friend, my teacher and myself. He teaches me and I care for him.
Why have you come to Saiso?
I heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in all the days of my life together.
Jeez.
But I have not found the face I seek. Jarrett is missing. It is my duty to find him.
Have you any clue where Jarrett might be?
That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. It started with a great disturbance in Home Forest. A terrible disease came in the night and turned the birds and beasts soft and foul as carrion while they still lived. I watched countless of my loved ones die, rotted from the inside. When I ran to Jarrett to tell him what I had seen, his reaction was strange. He had no answer. The next morning, Jarrett did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door and inside his chamber was nothing. His equipment, his books, all but some scraps of parchment were gone. He was kidnapped and all his research was taken with him. The only clue I found was a letter among the scraps. I could not make out all the words, but I recognized the threat. Death, coming for you. And the signature? Attenborough. I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jarrett, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be, I believe he or she may know where Jarrett has been taken.
Okay, I will take my leave.
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
There is little in our world more variable than the minds of men. It is a source of great beauty and much despair, and all of it is uniquely human. Yes, and as you notice, we are an unpredictable species that's likely to kill as we are to heal. Best be wary to those who meet for this very reason. We take each in stride and prepare for either. You'll find your fellows surprise you for better and for worse in equal parts.
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
Indeed. Alright. So you are also an archer. Alright guys, so we got 2 archers, a magician, and a knight. Not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, gotta be a decent amount of walking. Goodness. Big yawn. I'm enjoying myself, actually. This is fun. And here comes my party. I just don't want to forget about her, and that was my thing.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please.
Yeah?
You are the Source Hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about.
Yes.
The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine.
Accurate.
Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
And you are?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I changed them.
About that opportunity mentioned.
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
Yes, of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path. The rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
He's on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Well, I guess I haven't.
Well, I can't say that I haven't.
Yes, some extra gold is always welcome.
Indeed. Indeed, gold is always welcome. And among the fabulous five, gold flows as freely as water does to the sea.
Okay.
Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
Better to lead than follow. There's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your
There's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
True enough. We serve a just cause, so why wouldn't we follow our orders?
Come now. I refuse to believe such a uniquely skilled individual would settle for a puppet's role. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it.
You're not worried about the undead out and about?
They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks, or from cold dead full stop.
Tell me more about the Fabulous Five.
Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. to realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
What is it? So what is it? What is it that members of Fabulous Five actually do?
What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you. Now, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward. Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five, and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful?
I feel like this is a pyramid scheme.
By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat.
All right.
Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Riverlong. You will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like?
All right. Save the game. All right. As much as I want to keep playing, and trust me, I do need to get some sleep because I do work tomorrow. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. But as I'm gonna take some medicine and everything out my throat and get some sleep. But I will be streaming tomorrow. Probably gonna do some more Dishonored. But for now, my dudes, I hope you all take care. Stay healthy. I hope you guys did enjoy this game. It was a lot of fun, and I still want to play more of it. I might play some on my own time as well. But for now, I hope you all take care and stay frosty. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. But not sure who's all in chat. I know one of them is Stray